Good evening, everyone. This is Hayami speaking, and welcome to Entertainment Unlocked. I'm here to bring you some news today, some very unfortunate news that has come to my attention, and I have a couple articles to read through tonight. Now, I'm a bit behind on this news tonight. The official news, I think, broke somewhere around May 5th, May 6th, I believe, but it took me a little while due to life, and I had to also confirm that these articles were true, so I had to search through multiple news sources to find out if these were actually true. And I have confirmed them on both, social media, Reddit, a couple of Japanese sites, the NHK. And now that I've confirmed about this, I'm going to read you some news from ANN since this is the English site, which most people would probably know and have easy access to. Our first bit of news to cover is that the Detective Conan's Ron Mori voice actress, Wakana Yamazaki, dies at 61 years old. She's part of Aoni production. She passed away on April 18th. She was 61 years old. And the illness has not been disclosed yet. All we know is that she passed away, and she's been working on this anime since 1996 as Ran Mori. And she also did the character of Nami on episodes 70 to 79, and she's voiced multiple other roles. She did Akizuki in Marmalade Boy. She did Rurihime in Mononoke, Koen in Sailor Moon R, Nene in Samurai Warriors. She voiced Nojiko for One Piece, the episode of East Blue, Luffy and his four friends' great adventure, and One Piece episode of Nami, Kokashi no Namida, to Nakama no Kizuna specials, and the One Piece film Strong World movie. And it's a bit of a shame because she's been running through this series for so long, and there was a bit of concern in the Detective Conan fandom community that because Detective Conan, the writer, has been writing this for so long and has not had any direction to where he's going to end it or how he's going to do it, there's been nowhere near the point of getting to an ending. And they were concerned that the voice actors and actresses for Detective Conan would start dying off, and it seems that some of our worries have turned out to be true. Now, that isn't all doom and gloom here. We do have an update. Well, not an update, but we do have an announcement of who's taking over the role for Ron Mori in Detective Conan. And that will be the voice actress Akemi Okamura, and she's the voice actress of Nami from One Piece, the main voice actress for Nami. So it's kind of interesting, but it's the obvious choice, of course, because Wakana was voicing temporarily the voice of Nami, and she sounds similar to Akemi. So it makes sense they would have Akemi Okamura take over the role of Ron Mori, since they are very similar in sounding. And this is her most notable role. You'll be truly missed, and we can only just sit there and grieve with the family. Now, for those who don't know, I'll probably zoom in a little bit bigger. This is, Wakana and Yamazaki, and this is the character of Ron Mori. For those who don't know who Detective Conan is, they've never watched the show, this would be the character that she plays. She's the main love interest of our MC, and she'll be taken over by Akemi Okamura now. Now, in our next bit of news, it happened around the same time. As if you don't recognize what this picture is from, this is from the series Martian Successor Nadesco. And Martian Successor Nadesco was a mech anime in the mid-90s. And and it came out in 1996. And the news here is that Marston's successor, Nadesico, the director and writer, who was part of NOGAMI Studios, who was the studio that worked on this series, he also passed away in April, which was April 24th. He was also 61, and he passed away of liver failure. He had been in the hospital, in and out, for surgeries and the like, but his ceremony has not been, his memorial ceremony has not been declared, which they will probably, it seems like they're going to be having a public memorial ceremony for him, unlike Wakana Yamazaki, whose family is going to be hold a private funeral and a private memorial for her. But Sato Tatsuo, the director and screenwriter for Marston's successor Nadesico, he worked on multiple other works, such as Ajida Dado, Chibi Maruko-chan, Gaki Deka, Stelvia of the Universe, Adam the Beginning, Shigofumi Letters of the Departed, Larange, The Flowers of Rinne, which is chief director. He was director of Cat Soup, or series director. He was Soar High Isami, Helak, and Ninja Scroll television series director. He also was the writer and director for Bodacious Space Pirates, the movie and the TV series, and the motion picture of Nadesico, Prince of Darkness. He was also the writer and director for Tokyo Tribe 2, Tasoketsu, The Fate of the Majority, and Lord Marksman and Vanadis. And also, he wrote an original story which became an anime called Shingo Secret of the Stellar Wars. There has not been any announcement of who's going to be taking his place as the main director and writer of NOGAMI Studios. That has not been announced yet. But from what we know, that he went peacefully. And this is kind of a shock, because two people who were very influential in the anime industry passed away, and they weren't young, but they weren't old either. 61, I wouldn't call old. It's slightly over middle age. You're creeping up there, but it's not. You're not too old. The mortality rate is usually at 74 to 75. The Japanese have known to, or they used to be known to live longer. So this is a bit of a shock to me, but all we can do is pray for the families and hope, they can get through their grieving. So for those of you who are going to be who want to know, please hope that you continue to support Studio NOGAMI, and please continue to support Detective Conan if you're fans of the series as well. And that will be it for me. So I've given you the news here, and just, everyone stay healthy, stay safe, and look after your loved ones. Give them a good hug. Well, this is Hayami signing out. Hope everybody has a wonderful evening. All right?